Good morning. What do trade unions have to do with the last days? Good morning, everyone. We are here once again for another daily devotional. We want to say good morning to each and every one of you. I hope that everyone is glad to be in the land of the living. It's a good day to be awake. Look, we're going to go ahead and get into our devotional, but let's see who we have here with us. We want to say good morning to every single one of you. Good morning, Deborah Moore. I hope you had a good birthday yesterday, Deborah. In fact, celebrate all month long. In fact, you know what? There's only a couple weeks, so go in the next month too. Also, Sarah Williams, Sarah Liz Williams, good morning to you as well. Sherry Thompson, good morning to you. We also have Karen Arrington, good morning to you. And good morning to Sandra Tillman. Good morning. It was good sitting with you yesterday talking, Elder Tillman. It was good, but you left me. I looked up and you was gone. Janice Swope, good morning to you. Good morning. Good to see you as well. We got Keisha Whitehead. Good morning, Keisha. I hope you're doing good. Marisol, how you doing? How you hanging in there? And then we got Barbara Jones, you too. Good morning. Yeah, I was sitting with you and you guys just left me. And then we got Diane Williams. Look, it's so good to see each and every one of you. There we go. Charlene under the radar. There you go. Good morning, Charlene. Let's go ahead and get going into our devotional. Remember that what we do is we like to meet every single morning. How soon? How often? At 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you can't get with us, then make sure you please go ahead and get our replay. Let's get that straight. All right, let's go ahead and get moving. We're talking about a very interesting topic today, but let's look at our scripture for the day. James chapter 5 and verse 7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, until the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and hath long patience for it until he receives the early and latter rain. So we need to be patient, just like the farmer has to wait for the crop until they get the early rain and the latter rain. We also have to be patient for the coming of the Lord, the second coming of Jesus, until some things happen. And that will be the early rain and the latter rain. But we're focusing on today for making sure that we're patient for the coming of the Lord. Now, as you know, all this month we're talking about events before the second coming of Jesus. Next month's going to be a little bit different. We'll tell you a little bit more about what we're talking about next month in the coming days. But the question that we're dealing with is, what do the trade unions have to do with the last days? Now, here's some concept, some context, and some information that we need just to get an idea of what the trade unions will be like just before the second coming of Jesus. Just looking here at what we see, it says that there'll be giant monopolies in large cities, and they will be backed by trade unions. They'll be backed by trade unions. Now, they will do something that is interesting. They will rob the poorer classes of the advantages which justly belong to them. This is like unheard of, right? They will rob the poor classes of the advantages which justly belong to them. And what will happen is they will prevent these people from buying or selling except under certain conditions. Now, just pay attention, because that sounds a lot like Revelation 13, verse 17, where it says he causes all to receive a mark and that they may not buy or sell. That's not what this is talking about. It sounds like it. However, we can see it being a precursor. We can see it being something that is a prerequisite or the beginning of the process that we read about in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17. But then here's the thing. To belong to one of these unions means that you've disregarded the entire Decalogue. I mean, think about it. If you are part of a group that beats up on old people and robs people and abuses children and lies to the public, then doesn't that mean that you're also guilty? You're holding on to something, those values, you're supporting it. Well, so to belong to one of these unions would mean that that's what you're actually doing. But here's the thing. What is the work of the people? The work of the people is to do what? To prepare for future events. That's what we've got to do. We've got to prepare for future events. And what a better way to do that but to listen to what the words of Jesus were. And that was, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your strength. Give everything you got. And with all of your mind, and thy neighbor as thyself. So it's easy for people to say, yeah, I'm going to love God, but we don't treat each other right. Whether it's because of race, sin, I was going to say sexuality, but let's just include all sins in there, right? We like to treat people different because they live different or because they've done something. You've done stuff too. But love your neighbor as yourself. Now, here's the thing. As we look at this, as we wrap up, guess what? Tomorrow, we're going to talk about what does it actually mean to be forbidden to buy or to sell. This is what we're going to talk about. I hope you've been blessed. That if you have, then go ahead and hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that notification or that subscribe, and we will make sure that we see you on tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to go walk a few miles and get my exercise in. Talk to you later. Peace.